The NBA draft is just like any form of betting. The outcome hinges on the human factor and luck. This reality makes the job of a general manager exceedingly challenging at times. Even the most lauded college players can falter and become busts, while lesser-known prospects occasionally blossom into all-stars and MVPs. Here, we will delve into the biggest steals in the draft and players who provided exceptional returns relative to their low draft positions. Number 5. John Stockton. John Stockton was drafted 16th overall in the famed 1984 draft, seemingly flying under the radar, but the Jazz had the last laugh. 19 years and over 15,000 assists later, Stockton retired as the best passer in NBA history, all achieved while wearing the Jazz uniform, making this pick one of the best returns on investment. Just one season after drafting Stockton, Utah made another big steal by selecting Karl Malone, who fell all the way to 13th place in the draft. Number 4. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, known as the glue guy from Marquette University, showcased versatility but was particularly revered for his hustle. Despite questions about his jump shot, he persevered, waiting until the last pick in the first round of the 2011 draft to hear his name called by the commissioner. Selected by the Bulls, Butler proved himself as one of the hardest workers in the NBA. He developed into a 5-time All-Star and emerged as one of basketball's premier leaders, making a more significant impact than almost all players drafted ahead of him. Number 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. At first, nobody knew how to pronounce his name. David Stern said it when the Bucks made the 15th pick in 2013, and a lot of people thought he was just another exotic project who was not going to pan out. Giannis wasn't listed high on any mock drafts as he was extremely raw and extremely skinny. The Bucks took a gamble on Giannis, and it paid off tremendously. Several years later, he is an NBA champion, a 2-time NBA MVP, and one of the most physically dominant players to ever play. Number 2. Nikola Jokic. If you watched the 2014 NBA draft on TV, you didn't see Nikola Jokic get selected because nobody did. By the time Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum was saying his name, some ESPN producer decided it was time to skip to commercials. While the world watched a Taco Bell commercial, a Denver Nugget selected the Serbian center who would go on to become the best passing big man in NBA history. Even though he's about to play in just his 6th NBA season, he's already done enough to be considered a massive steal. At the age of 25, he's just entering his prime, and barring any serious injury, there is no doubt that he will make plenty more All-Star teams and he'd bring the first NBA title to Denver. Number 1. Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman had one of the most unusual paths to the NBA. He was homeless for 2 years after high school and worked as a janitor at an airport to support himself in his last attempt at basketball. He attended junior college in Oklahoma, where he averaged 25 points and 15 rebounds, which was enough to get invited to a pre-draft camp for NBA prospects. There, he caught the attention of the Pistons scouts. Not many believed that a 25-year-old Rodman, who only played in junior college, was worth spending a pick on, but the Pistons did, and they snagged him with the 27th pick. Rodman would become a pivotal part of the bad boy era and win 2 NBA championships with Detroit, and then 3 more as a member of the Chicago Bulls. He was the best rebounder the NBA has ever seen and one of its most tenacious defenders, something you don't usually find in the second round of the draft.